Hi guys, welcome to Honestly Morgan. On my channel I post new videos every Wednesday of new things I'm trying, and this week I have a recipe for you that's perfect for after New Year's. It is this breakfast veggie casserole. Clearly already been enjoyed because my family came over earlier and ate like half of it. So you can make this the night before and then just pop it in the oven for an hour so that by the time you're hungry it is hot and ready for you. So if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and we will get on with the recipe. So first thing you're gonna need is to grate up a zucchini. I'm using a full one here. Just cut off the top and use a cheese grater to grate it all up. I always find that this is the most frustrating part. I don't know what it is about grating stuff. It just goes everywhere. So I'm dumping that into a bowl. And putting some salt on it. So the reason I'm putting salt on this is to draw out some of the moisture so that when I turn it into a hash brown, it doesn't end up all soggy. So that's like 2 layers of salt all mixed up, and then letting it sit while I grate my sweet potato. Normally I would use 2 sweet potatoes for this, but the other one that I was going to use ended up being bad because it had been sitting around for too long, so just using one, and it actually worked out just fine. This recipe is really great because you can really use whatever vegetables you have lying around the house. So now I'm taking my zucchini and putting it into the colander to squeeze out any of the juice, mixing it in with the sweet potato and just stirring it up. Putting some oil on the bottom of the pan and spreading it around. Obviously, if you have like some spray, you could use that too. I just didn't have any around, so this is what I did. And putting in the sweet potato and zucchini into the bottom, so it'll be like a hash brown crust. And once this is all spread out, I'm going to bake it at 375 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes until it gets nice and crusted up, because you don't want to cook the quiche on top of this soggy layer. Just won't be as crusty. So then I am slicing up some of my mushrooms. Again, if you don't like mushrooms, you could really use whatever you have lying around, and slicing up a pepper that I had. I've also done this with some zucchinis on the top and some tomatoes, so really just use whatever veggies you like. And then just adding it into my skillet, which has all my mushrooms and actually a few leeks at the bottom there that have been frying up. While that's all frying up, slicing up some spinach. And tossing it into the pan to wilt down. Now I've got my nice crust, so that's what it should look like. A little bit of browning. And as I let the crust cool off a bit, starting to make the egg mixture. So gonna crack in 9 eggs into the bowl. You could use 10, I just had 9 lying around. You can tell that this is a really exact recipe that you gotta be very precise with, otherwise you'll mess up. Obviously I'm kidding, so go ahead and do however many eggs you want. A little bit of cashew milk because I avoid dairy as much as I can. 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. And then some salt and pepper. Adding in 2 tablespoons of Frank's Red Hot to add some spiciness. You could do up to 1/4 cup of this. I've done that before, but I knew I'd have people who didn't love spice. And then 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, and whisk it all in there. Then taking the hash browns and covering it with all the veggies, so all my mushrooms and peppers that have been cooked already. Putting the spinach on top. And then all that's left to do is cover it with the Fahrenheit. And do that for about 50 minutes until it's puffed up and will look something like this. Okay guys, so that's it for the video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! And I'm gonna eat my food. Oh.